Alright, sorry. I just looked at that card again. There's a drill on, there's a red needle and a drill. Since when is the drill attached? When I do a root canal, the drill is in the hand. Why is the drill on this thing? The way it sits. That's the only thing I could find. Yeah. Nothing. That's it. Some game, some hacker made up that nobody knows if it's conspiracy theory, it's just a game or a coincidence or what. When I saw it, my heart dropped. I could see it, man. I could see it in my head. My kid laying there screaming. I can't think about it. But how do you not? I keep asking him to take the rage, the revenge. I'm going to change the subject. I don't know if I even spoke about this yet. I was watching a video last week. It was about God's vessels. The story out of one of the books of the Apocrypha, one of the lost books, of Joseph's brothers, when they go to Egypt to get him, that basically God is within them and their strength is like that of Samson. They could tear Egypt down with their hands. The day I saw heaven, there was a car. After it happened, now listen to this. I'm still not sure if that was Christ himself or an angel. I could still see those blue eyes behind the person's eyes. And after the initial hit on the head and everything taken out of me, all I could say was, holy yep. You must think, what an idiot. This is before heaven opened in front of me. Like, this was when he took the demons out. Like, basically what it was an exorcism from God. I stated this before too, and it was kind of disgusting. I went to the bathroom after that, and it was as black, because God, when he pushed himself into me, he filled every cell. He was in my fingernails, every piece of skin, every hair. With God that much in me, nothing that wasn't of him could survive. If I had cancer in me at that time, it came out. Anything that was in me at that moment that wasn't from our Father couldn't withstand him. So after that, I'm sitting on this hill and I'm just rocking. And I kept saying, holy yeah, holy yeah. I'll have to answer for that one. This car went to leave. And I had the craziest thought that if I stood up and walked in front of that car, I would not get a scratch. Not a hair on my leg wouldn't have bent from the impact. And I always thought that that was the weirdest thing to think. But that's how I felt. And I believe, without a doubt, that if I stepped in front of that car, I know the laws of physics dictate that doesn't matter, man. That car would have crumpled. And that's all I could think about lately since I heard that video the other day. God's vessel. And maybe at that moment I was. But I allowed sin, addiction. And there was a point too where I went for help right after. At the rehab I was working at. And I got to the top of the steps in this one building and it was literally like two separate entities pulling me in two separate directions. God was calling me to just stop and walk into that room. And Satan was telling me, you got this. Don't worry about it. And I left. And it felt like somebody poured lead through my whole body. I could literally feel light and heavy. Two complete separate entities battling for me. And I try and tell myself that it's hard. Like, I know it says, he who wishes to be first will be last, but after an experience like that, the whole thing, seeing heaven, the demons, like I saw heaven. The sky ripped open and heaven was in, sorry, my battery's dying. And heaven was right in front of me. Right in front of me. And God pushed himself into me. I think I have to have some purpose. There has to be. Like, I know every one of us has a purpose. But for something like that, like, this has to be something of importance. Like, it can't just be to say it. Like, and then I think about my son. Liz was dead, man. Like I say, she was close to dead. She was as dead gets before I would have went to prison. And he saved her. She didn't breathe until I said, Jesus loves you and Jesus forgives you. As soon as I said it. So he did it. But I just said the word. There has to be a purpose, and I keep trying to tell myself that this is what it is. That I am supposed to put these people on blast. That it is my job to try, even if one person gets it. But I can't. The only people that watch this stuff are people that already believe in it. And if you walk up to somebody else and tell them that, they don't believe you, man. They look at you like you lost your mind. And if too many people hear it, stuff like this, they will come, use whatever authority they have now, and I will be gone. I believe my father won't let that happen until my job's done, but it wouldn't surprise me if any day I'm just picked up for something real or fake. I don't know what I am supposed to do. Sorry, I'm not trying to look good. I'm just thinking. And it just doesn't make no sense, man. Those bumps are gone now. Like, what did they do to my kid? I can't talk about it. Please. I don't care what it is. If it's the craziest thing you've ever heard of. Like, this sounds like something somebody happens when they get abducted. Like, this is nuts, man. My kid went to a dentist. Anything that relates to this, please, 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 because it could be the most minuscule thing that somebody will think this has not. And if you're pressed upon to say it, our Father wants you to tell me. Please, you have to let me know. I don't know what else to do. I keep looking at the calendar. Everything's about to go to hell. Iraq again. It's going to be so bad soon. Be ready. Because for real, any second, it could just happen. And listen, don't believe the BS about the pre-tribulation rapture. Because it's going to start soon, and we will be here. And they'll keep coming up with new times. Our Father told us when it is. If you pray to Him and ask Him to show you, He'll show you. You'll know in your heart when the true rapture is. The videos are getting more and more and more. I'm going to start unsubscribing because I can't even watch them. They make me so mad. I hate liars. Please, if you hear anything about anything like this, please tell me. Even shoot me an email, because it seems like I only get 1 or 2 comments. I just did a thing before. It showed on my channel 26 views, and then I clicked on one of my videos, because I don't know how to manage my account. That's how I have to do all this. And then a couple of my videos come up, it says 0 views, 1 view, 0 views. So I must be saying something right. And pray for me, because the attacks are getting worse. And it's my own fault. I'm going to get this. I don't care what I have to do. I love you guys. Jesus loves you. If you're watching this, you don't believe in God, He's very real, and all He wants to do is love you. Be careful. God bless.